All right, guys, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel. There is nothing mythical about the value of these two versions of the Ketuo Griffin. Very budget friendly, budget fire, if you will. Let's get into these. These are from Ketuo. Very, very cool. Thanks, Kevin Lefty, for sending these. We have the G10 Mini Griffin, and wherever I put that other box, we have the full-size Griffin. They are both in 14C. They are both David Jen designs. We have two versions of the Mini here and one version of the other one. And guys, both of these are under $100. Now, we've done a full review of the Griffin and the Mini Griffin in their premium states. So we're not going to do full reviews. We're going to do kind of a comparison. We're going to show you how the knives work and what there is to do, and then we'll compare them. So let's do that. So first of all, jumping in to the minis. Tell you what, the more stuff I have on the board, the harder it is to focus. So we're just going to leave the two minis out here. You have this hand-rubbed satin version in 14C, David Jen design, Griffin, as you can see. These are in black G10 with a weave carbon fiber inlay. You have a loop, a not deep carry. Wow. Titanium clip. Words are hard today. That much sticking out of the pocket, quite a bit. It is reversible, okay? And just cool. Now you've got a back flipper, you've got a front flipper, and you've got a hole, and you've got a ting. Listen, guys. Wait, there we go. They are on bearings. You can thumb flick it as well. Nice and smooth, as you can see. Great middle finger flick, all right? Now, the white one doesn't make that ting-ting noise because it's got a black-coated blade. Now, this one is white G10 with a black G10 inlay and a black-coated blade. We'll see when we look at the specs if they tell us what the coating is, but my guess is it's PVD at this price. Now, it is a top liner lock, if you will. So we have a button, but it is actuating a liner lock. It is not, hold on, where can I get to it? There we go. It is actually a bottom liner lock, but the button is on top. The liner lock is down at the bottom, and when you actuate this button, the liner moves out of the way. You can see we have about 10 to 15% lockup. There's no blade play, no lock rock. No blade play, no lock rock. They both come way out to the back spacer. And again, there's a better look at that liner. Okay, about 15 to 20%. And there's how it moves with the button. So it's got a real detent, and both of these work really super nicely. Now, my one issue with the Griffin from the first time I saw the titanium version is still the same. I don't understand the shape of this finger choil. So if we look at the full-size version real quick, it works. You fit in there, but I would just wish it was a little more comfortable and rounded. It is still kind of a tight spot. So what I would say is it's better for choking back on the flipper tab. This one is actually pretty close to too small for me, but I can kind of choke back on that flipper tab and be okay. Now, I do get a 4-finger grip backed up, a 4-finger grip up here. We do have kind of a harpoon area and a swedge. David Jen makes some really cool looking knives for sure. His designs are cool. Now, the Mini is quite a slicer. You guys hear me say all the time, smaller knives with choils, big choils, sometimes are problematic for me because I get stuck in the choil when I'm trying to cut. But there's enough blade left here that that's not truly an issue, okay? Not a big issue at all, okay? So that is good. And I do get a 4-finger grip. Now, if we pull both of these minis out, I got so much stuff on the table because I'm preparing for my stream tonight. Now, the minis, whoa, sorry about that, guys. The minis are $78.99, okay? So just under 80 bucks. Really great action, fantastic action. Captive pivot, You know, nice lanyard in the backspacer, lots of jimping, lots of room to choke up. Yeah, I mean, a 4-finger grip. Again, you do feel that clip, but it's not a problem for me. And really cool. Now, these mini guys, by the way, there are 4 versions. Looks like a purple with a hand satin, a black with a hand satin, a teal with a black blade, a white, this guy that you see here with the black blade, and that's it. Those 4, and they're $78.99 as far as specs. It is 6.96 inches overall with a 2.95 inch blade and plenty of relief on that edge for sharpening. Hand satin, it is PVD for the black one. We have 4.09 inches on the handle. Again, good size at, you know, in that regard. It's not bad at just under 7 inches. That's more of a small knife than a itty bitty knife. So that's good. It is 3.83 ounces. The clip is titanium. It is on bearings, designed by David Jen. Now, when we switch to the big guy, the price goes up from 70. What did I say? Oh my goodness! From $78.99 to $95.99. So it is a little bit more expensive, and that's because, again, it's a bigger knife. Now, this one, you can see backed up, I get a ton of room. I have room left over. If I choke up, I'm now down inside of this, or 3 fingers here and 1 back here, but it feels pretty good. By the way, not contoured flat scales, but you have a nice little indent here for pinching. You have a nice chamfer all the way around with some milling. There's a lot of cool details. Look at that. A lot of cool details on this knife for a budget knife, okay? Same deal. Now, the better thing on this bigger one, besides the fact that you get more blade and more handle, is that we also have an actual liner lock that we can just use like a liner lock if you want to, okay? You have access to the liner lock, or you have the button, whichever you prefer. By the way, if you're goofy, you can also open these like that. But they do have, again, back flipper with jimping, front flipper with jimping, and of course, the hole, okay? And you can flick into this fuller as well if you want. Again, no lock rock, no blade play. Now, you do have full liners. I forgot to mention that. They are not nested liners. They are full exposed liners, which is fine. There is weight reduction milling. There's even milling in that floating backspacer, which is super cool. And it doesn't feel that heavy, really. Now, this one gives you a heck of a lot more blade, and this one is black wash. And you can see, cutting-wise, fantastic. Guys, this is one of my favorite budget knives of the year. It's, I don't know, I've said this to Vivi Giles, my favorite. This might beat it. I love this thing. The D10 is great. Again, if this choil, I would prefer just bring it on back. Just give me a sharpening choil. And I don't need the finger choil for me on a bigger knife like this. But if you want a finger choil, you can choke up here. You can get that harpoon. Very nice. And again, same thing on bearings. No issues there. Now, as far as specs on this $95, by the way, there are also 4 versions of this one. The colors are different. You have black and looks like shred with a hand satin blade, black and shred with like brass hardware and a black backspacer, and then this one, and then a black one with red and a hand satin blade. That's really cool to give all those different options. Now, are these all sold out? Are the full size? No, they're not. Okay. So one version is sold out of the full size, and the minis are all in stock. Okay, so that's great. I would have hated to give you guys these and then nothing in stock. Now, they're 8.5 inches overall with a 3.54 inch blade, 14C, 4.96 inch handle. Again, PVD on the ones that are black coated. And you have titanium clip, 5.1 ounces. Really, really cool. I'm really glad I'm getting to check these out. Now, as far as your comparison between the two, you can see the big guy is quite a bit bigger. This is actually a full size and mini situation. A lot of times you end up with people calling things full size or mini, and there's not that much different. This is a big difference. There's your Rat 1 and 2, very close actually. And here is your Tempest Microburst and your Tempest Pinion. Again, really cool size comparisons as well. What do you guys think of the mini and the full size Ketuo budget G10 Griffins? Under $100. Wait, I should leave this one out there. Under $100. Really, really good. One of my favorite budget knife offerings of the year. So like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Hit that notification bell to all. And guys, I appreciate you and I thank you for watching the Knives Fast channel.